everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of very peculiar tasting milk.
I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic flavors.
My lord?
The Traveler had one of those as well.
What are we doing? What's this?
Those two look familiar. Ah, it's Ippei
Ippei.
and Shinojo.
Remind me of who they are again? Traveler said who?
That one is Shinojo. Back when we first arrived in Inazuma, we escorted Hiragi Chisato out of Rito with him.
I remember him,
That's
but
how we got out.
what I don't understand is how she doesn't remember Ippei, because Ippei's brother just got handed his butt whooped by the Shogun. How can we forget this man? After seeing a beating like that, I know he's his direct relative. He wasn't the one who got beat. But geez, man, I remember anybody who was around him.
Next to him is Ippei, Kujo Kamaji's servant. That day
got his
when we
butt
hung out
handed
with
to him.
he came and told us that Kujo Kamaji had gone missing. He was really worried.
I guess this patch was released like months apart, but I played it just back to back.
All part of Paimon's job as your guide. Anyway, let's go say hi.
Oh, it's you. Thanks so much for your help last time. I was just
Help your
ordering
brother
some
who's getting
clothes when I
beat.
ran into him.
You know these two as well?
I love his voice. So buttery.
Yes, they helped me and Master Kamaji out a great deal last time. I've never had the chance to say thank you properly. What about you? How do you know them?
Also a chance
Tinder.
encounter. Our Lady had them join us as additional guards for a goods escort in order to sneak out of Rito undetected.
So we all know each other, huh? What a coincidence.
Small world, huh?
Not exactly. We've only just met. We both came here to order some clothes and got to chatting. Somehow we ended up on the topic of Master Kamaji and Lady Hiragi's relationship. Wait, it's okay to talk about that, right?
He just straight up outed it in the air.
Probably fine. They've known about it for a long time already.
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers those two had a thing. In fact,
Yeah,
that
it was
why
the love
Chisato wanted
letter.
us to deliver a letter.
I remember that when we first got
Old
here.
news, though. So why has it come up now? Are they taking the next step or something?
We have reason to suspect that they'll be getting married soon.
Can I be the best man, best woman? What do they call a best woman at a wedding?
Great! They can finally make it official.
Bride
Of course, this
helper?
is
Bride
just
helper.
personal speculation. They haven't announced anything, and we wouldn't dare to ask.
I was instructed to place an order for some formal wear for a big banquet. Turns out that Ippei received the exact same instructions as I did.
They're both preparing for a banquet at the same time. They're both purchasing the kind of
Could
fine
be
wine and
anything.
confectionery normally reserved for big festivals. It's hard not to put two and two together.
But what if they're just having a festival, like
Lady
a land
Hiragi
party?
has been in high spirits recently, and I heard she's on a diet as well. Surely it's all for the wedding.
This is wonderful
Awfully
news.
assumptive of you.
But,
What's wrong? Oh, don't mind me. She's about to be happily married to the love of her life. I genuinely couldn't be happier for her.
right?
Dude's
I think
upset.
So too. It's fantastic.
Yes,
He
but
sound
we
like he
shouldn't
want
let
that.
ourselves get overexcited. What if it's all a big misunderstanding?
He's
Things
so
stand,
goopy,
we have
yo.
no actual proof of a wedding. Now, if they sent me out to deliver wedding invitations, that would be a different story.
It's not
Shinoju doesn't look like he's
Show
taking
me the proof.
this very well at all.
You seem like you got your girl stolen, bro.
Sorry, I just haven't slept well recently.
Okay.
I'm ashamed to be so out of sorts at work. I'm not living up to my responsibilities, either to the Kanjo Commission or to my lady.
Are you worried about their wedding?
Not exactly, it's just everything feels kind of up in the air until they make it official.
He's so worried about it.
I get what you mean. I really do. We need this wedding to be set in stone before the celebrations can really begin.
How about we just ask them what's up?
What should we do? Should we just
Thank
straight
you.
up ask them?
I'm glad Paimon
I
said
don't
that.
know. That seems a bit rude.
I don't know, man. It's just a question. You don't have to be so direct. You'd be like, hey, so I made that letter a while ago. Well, since the wedding's between two commissions, the Astro Commission oversees wedding ceremonies. They'll know something.
Right. If Ayaka knows about it, that means it's a sure thing.
So we'll go talk to Ayaka. Let's go. This is where we're gonna be able to meet her brother,
I don't
Mr.
think
Toes.
it's a good idea to bother the Yashiro Commission about this.
It's fine. She and Ayaka are practically best buds. There's nothing to worry about.
I see. Then thank you. Thank you very much. Having a definite answer will stop my thoughts from running
Man, I need to
wild.
get some sleep, take a
Let's
Xanax
go
or
to
something.
the Kamisato estate.
Okay, nice. Let's see a wedding go
This
down,
place
baby.
impresses me every time I come here. It's so magnificent, but still so elegant.
We'll just wait here. We don't want to cause any extra trouble for you.
Okay, we'll go take care of this ourselves.
Honestly, even if we did come with you, we wouldn't know what to say or do once we were inside. So we'll just leave you to it.
Coward, scaredy cat.
All right then. We won't be long.
Yo, Ayaka, what up, girl? Can I come in? Excuse me, boys. I'm gonna go see my BFF. This is gonna be the first time we see Mr. Toes.
Without looking at the board, you've ruined my strategy in one move. Amazing. Now what should I do next?
Ayaka, Toma, it's us.
I love these cutscenes so much.
Hey guys, it's been a while.
Love
If
his
you're looking for my
smile.
lady, I'm afraid she's not here right now.
Oh?
Oh?
That voice. Toma, would that happen to be the traveler?
Yes.
Toes! Yo!
Greetings, traveler. Ayaka speaks of you constantly. Finally, today is the day. I am head of the Kamisato clan and Yashiro commissioner. Kamisato
Wait,
Ayaka.
he's so hot. He's a hot man. That was a good intro.
Greetings, both. I have long been indebted to you on my sister's behalf. Finally, I have the chance to express my profoundest gratitude to you in person.
I feel like I've heard his voice
Ayaka
somewhere
is
else
out
before.
today. If you are here regarding anything related to the Kamisato clan, you are quite welcome to discuss it with me instead.
Oh.
Marriage. Is it happening?
Your flattering words flatter us. Please excuse the suddenness of our visit, for it is most improper etiquette.
She's like, switched to the formal mode.
Why on earth are you
Hello,
talking like
Mr.
that?
Formal Man.
Well, he seems like a pretty powerful person. He's already working his way up Paimon's list of people to never mess with.
What does that list look
As
like?
soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere
He's so
in the
tall.
room changes, and it feels like you gotta be super polite.
You shower me with praise undeserved, my little guest.
My little
There is no
guest.
need to be quite so formal. This is a private residence, so please, relax.
Oh, good. 'Cause that whole spiel was really tiring just now. All right, now
He's got
that
like
that's
4
over,
words.
Paimon's just gonna ask the question.
So adaptable, Paimon. Honestly, we need to be more like you.
We heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato are gonna get married soon.
You know anything about
Do you
that?
know anything about that?
Oh? I wouldn't have
Oh,
thought
it
you'd
is
heard about that
true.
yet. I see. Well, it's true. It wasn't long ago that I received the news myself. The head clans of 2 commissions are to become joined through marriage.
This is huge.
This is big news for the whole of Inazuma.
It's what we call progress.
Since the Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial affairs, it closely involves us, too.
Yes. And since the commissions are kind of the face of the Almighty Shogun to the masses, this wedding is one that we have to treat as a serious affair.
Right, makes sense. Ah,
gonna be a
two
big
true lovers
thing.
becoming husband and wife. What a happy occasion.
It
I think
is.
Paimon will ever find love.
High-profile matrimonial links between 2 commissions are extremely rare. But these 2 truly love each other. Tradition should give way to freedom in this case.
All right then. I'll be sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of the Kamisato
So it's
clan.
confirmed for sure.
No need. I'll visit them personally this time.
That'll feel very personal.
But you have other things to be doing.
This is
Like
a
what?
marriage between the Kujo clan and the Hiragi clan. The Kamisato clan must demonstrate
Like one
an
of their own,
appropriate
have to
level of
actually go.
respect. The work of the Yashiro Commission is indeed multifarious. Normally, weddings and other ceremonies would come under the supervision of my sister. But she is presently occupied with other matters, and I happen to have a little time to spare. This will be a good chance for me to pay a visit to the bride and groom.
It's gonna be so
Oh,
cool to actually watch him
Would
go
you
through
two care
this.
to join me?
It's gonna be so fun to go on this little date with him.
I presume you two have a special connection with the individuals in question.
From the
or
moment
you
we
would not
got
be
here,
quite
actually.
so interested in this matter. This being the case, why not come and offer your best wishes too? Or is my presumption incorrect?
I will follow you to the ends of the earth.
It's not as interesting as you make it sound. No special connections here. Super ordinary ones, actually. We just agreed to help deliver a letter this one time.
But it was a
that's
big
all.
deal letter.
Although, wait.
That is kind of what made it
We
happen.
helped make this wedding happen?
Romantic relationships are determined by fate. Paimon, don't overestimate your contribution here. No, I want a third option that says, yeah, we totally did that.
All right, then.
But still, let's go see him.
I cannot thank you enough. Your mere presence shall surely mean we are spared the futile pursuit known as small talk.
God, I hate
Wait,
small talk.
You're the Yashiro commissioner?
You don't do
But you
small
can't
talk.
do small talk?
Small talk is a
Boring.
chore. Of course, there are some people in the world who quite enjoy doing chores, but I am not one of them. Toma,
He seems like a
I'm
talker,
heading out with
though.
my two guests
He seems
now.
very social, like
I'll
has social
leave the
skills.
residence in your capable hands.
He might be
Not a
capable,
problem.
but doesn't
Take
like
care,
it.
my lord.
It's kind of like me. Nice. So we got to go with Ayato to see them in person. Ippei, we got good news. The wedding's on. Let's get drunk. Intrusive thoughts.
You finally...
Oh,
Oh, Yashiro Commissioner.
the silence. These people can't
Who
be
are these
around
two?
big figures.
They're friends
They're
of
so
ours.
nervous.
I'll do the introductions.
Every time they see somebody of power, they're like, duh.
So it's true. Well, there we have it.
He's so
it
sad.
then. So be it.
Sorry,
Great,
buddy.
so our hunch was spot on.
Nobody's picking up that he's sad.
It is a little
What is
inappropriate
this?
for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you. So I would be much obliged if you could keep it in strict confidence
yeah.
until an official public announcement is made.
But don't worry, sir. We give you our word.
What if
We
he
won't
doesn't?
tell anyone about
What if he
it.
tells him?
That puts my mind at ease. Now, on the topic. We'd like to pay a visit to the Kujo clan. Would you mind leading the way for us?
Of course not. I'd be honored.
Okay.
I guess this is where I... Goodbye then.
Aw, cheer up, Shinojo.
I'll try.
Oh,
Thank you.
bro. Hold on, no, I got something for my man.
Cups of the rose, it's in my old phone.
All right, then. Please excuse me. I'll leave you to it from here.
Okay.
Ippei.
Thanks, Ippei.
I love Ippei. He walked out like such an
I
NPC.
apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner. Otherwise, you can be sure that we would have prepared a more extravagant reception.
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. In fact, I'm not here on official
Has
business
such
at
a good
all.
voice.
I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans, it seemed only right that I should come and offer the Kamisato clan's congratulations in person.
I'm truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much of a surprise.
Brother.
Hey there! We came to congratulate you as well!
Did you bring any gifts? How you been?
Since the incident with the Takatsukasa clan, things in the Tenryou Commission have slowly started to stabilize. I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan. I just hope I'm up to the task, so I can live up to everyone's expectations.
He's got a lot of
You're
anxiety.
far too modest. The public thinks very highly of you.
He thinks very
They say
lowly of
you're
himself.
hardworking, upright, and responsible.
I'm flattered, but I wouldn't have achieved anything
very
without
humble, I
the
guess.
support of my people. Thanks to them, everything is gradually stabilizing, and I finally had the chance to focus a little on my personal life.
And get married.
Well, you're certainly making big progress in that department.
Bro focuses on his personal life a little bit, gets married. Sounds like it was worth sending that letter. You must be a smooth operator. I was gonna say, he seems like a pretty normal guy. What do you think she sees in him?
Come on now, you're embarrassing me. Pardon me,
His Riz game is
It's
insane.
perfectly all right. Please, continue. I'm quite content to listen. It's a joyous occasion. Light-hearted is exactly how things should be. Really, who stays stony-faced when talking about a wedding?
you're right.
Arranged marriages, maybe.
But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion on the whole thing? Do you think it's too sudden?
As long as you're happy, man.
Of course not. Where there is true love, nothing should be allowed to stand in its way. No doubt people will offer you a colorful variety of opinions. But of course, you will have factored this into your decision, and I'm sure you are prepared for whatever challenges may lie ahead.
Indeed I am.
So, please be confident. When your mind is made up, you ought not be worried about things for which you are already well prepared.
He's so
Nevertheless,
reassuring.
there is just one small aspect of this that puzzles me a little.
Please, go ahead.
You've been working hard to bring the Tenryou Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt the beginning of important change. But on the other side of this equation, Lady Hiragi's father, Hiragi Shinsuke, is still in prison.
He's not gonna make the wedding,
If you
huh?
choose now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans, the kinds of rumors
True.
that may begin to spread
True.
both among the general public and in the Kanjo Commission are not likely to be in either of your best interests.
Yeah. Couldn't
Pretty
have put
poor
it better
timing.
myself, Sir Kamisato. This has been my biggest concern for quite a while now. Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Chisato. In the past, we've always had to communicate in secret by
He's
sending
gonna be
letters.
pissed when he finds
So
out
although
about
now
this,
may not
man.
look like the best timing for this marriage, it may well be the only opportunity we have.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old man, but he was determined to make as much trouble for us as possible.
Yeah, frick that guy.
Oh, he is
Frick
the
all old people.
worst.
I can see where you're coming from, but you're only postponing the problem, not solving it. You will still have to face it sooner or later.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the courage to ask me to marry her in spite of everything, how can I disappoint her?
She proposed to him. Took
Well,
initiative. I like
sort of.
that.
She raised the idea in a letter, and
Ah.
after some initial hesitation, I went to meet her and have a serious conversation about our future. It's funny, actually.
She's the first one to
because
bring it
when
up.
I formally proposed to her in person, she denied having ever written that letter. So coy.
Huh? Really?
Because she's just pretty shy and maybe she prefers things to be more implicit.
She didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing. She really committed to it.
What?
I'll never forget the look on her face.
Wait, Kamaji, she forgot that she asked you about marriage?
Oh.
That's what I said.
Anyway, as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending. So I played along and said, I was only joking about that. Proposed. After making some disgruntled noises about me making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes.
Well, she still said
We spent that
yeah.
afternoon working through all the details of the wedding.
Okay.
That was pretty fast.
So you discussed it and decided on a date.
We did.
Is
I
this how
guess
marriage works?
It was a chance to finally express our commitment to one another, clearly and completely. And you know what? I think it was about time.
Look at the light behind
No
him.
matter what happens next, I will always be there for her as the one person she can always rely on.
It's like an angel.
Oh, give me a break.
He's just very poetic and in love right now.
I've been wanting to say this the whole time. Is it just
Yeah.
this dude, or does everyone in love act like this? He just won't stop talking.
Nothing can stop him from sharing his love story. I don't think he can't help it. He's just like gushing.
Apologies, my friends. And also to Sir Kamisato. I must sound like a fool.
It's so
Far from
uber
it.
poetic.
On the contrary, seeing you so positively smitten puts my mind at rest. No surer evidence could there be of your true feelings and your commitment. If I had any reservations before, I certainly don't now.
I mean, he was a
I
fan
wish
of the
you a joyous
poeticness.
wedding when the day comes.
He won him over.
Even if it's kind of irritating to see you all smug like this, it's still a happy occasion.
Bro,
Good luck on the day, and have a happy wedding.
Palmer's
Thank
just a
you, Mom.
hater.
It means a lot.
We have some other business to attend to now. Until next time.
He seems busy. That must be true for anyone about to get married, right? It's
A lot of
kinda
planning.
busy, though.
You're
A
right.
lot of money.
Kujo Kamaji is on cloud 9. What do you think, traveler?
He seems genuinely happy, but I'm bothered by the whole thing began. I am too. That's what I was gonna say. Because I'm like, what do you mean she brought it up and then she didn't remember it and then she made disgruntled noises and then she's like, all right, fine, we'll do it. I am bothered by how the whole thing
You
began.
chalked it up to her being coy, but that doesn't sound like the Hiragi Chisato I
Saying
know.
adding up.
It bothers me also. But unfortunately, attempting to seek the truth of the matter would likely be fruitless.
I'm not good at math. I even dropped out of college. This don't add up. How so?
Yeah, how come? Whenever we come across stuff like this on our adventures, we always find a way to get to the bottom of it.
This is kind of more personal, though.
I see. So that's how adventurers think. In my opinion, we face two obstacles in this case. Firstly, we have very little information to go on, and I must be cautious about taking a stance. This makes it difficult to investigate.
You don't look like a bad guy.
And more importantly,
For
the person
overstepping.
involved doesn't seem to care. If we intervene without his blessing,
Yeah.
good intentions may lead to catastrophic results.
You do have a point. Kamaji doesn't seem
He's
worried
the
at
coy
all.
one.
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons.
I love the
Seeking
sunset
full
right now,
truth would
too.
be a long and laborious process. It would be inefficient.
Been here before. Speaking from experience, bro, this whole illusion of choice thing in this game, it never ends, huh? Has he been through this before?
Sort of. I have to take this approach, or the work of the Yashiro Commissioner would never be done. My opinion is something like this. When something strange happens, instead of trying to find out what could have caused it, it is better to look at the situation itself. If the outcome is positive, and no one was deceived or harmed in the process, then it is acceptable.
What?
We don't know yet. After all,
maybe that's
we
not
don't
how
know
it'll
what
go.
Hiragi Chisato's thoughts are, do we? I have to say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on the issue from such a short meeting. Most insightful of you.
You
You are thorough and thoughtful.
That's what you
just
get
as
when
my
you
sister
wail.
Huh?
describes.
But Chisato and Kamaji have already talked everything through, haven't they?
So we think.
Only
So
if we
he
are to
said.
take Kujo
It's
Kamaji
totally
at his word.
one-sided.
But there are two sides to every story.
We're gonna go to her and she's gonna be like,
I
who?
wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on this.
Makes sense, but Paimon still doesn't quite get it.
Don't worry about it. I was planning to visit the Hiragi clan to deliver my best wishes anyway. Let's take the opportunity to hear her thoughts.
Dude, I swear to God, if she
If
says
she's as
who.
committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can navigate the challenges ahead successfully.
I can see the
But
problem.
If not,
We're gonna
well,
have to break it to Kamaji.
life isn't always a smooth journey.
Because if she's like, who? What do you mean? I don't want this. Then we're going to have to go back to Kamaji and be like, man, it's all in your head, buddy. It's all in your head. He's gonna be like, no, she loves me. Okay, man, get the nurse.
There is still much to prepare for the wedding.
So they're aware of it.
Should we also invite some prominent business leaders who frequently visit Rito?
At the very least, we should send them invitations.
These low hmms. What are the long pauses? These pauses are
I
so
agree.
drawn out.
Ah, hello there, Yashiro Commissioner. To what do we owe the honor on this fine day?
Boomers.
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just now. I come bearing the felicitations of the Kamisato clan.
Felicitations.
Would Lady Hiragi
He just made
happen
that
to be
up.
available at this moment?
All lady is entertaining guests right now, and we're not entirely sure how long she will be.
But please,
I don't trust this.
we will arrange some tea and snacks for you and your attendants.
Hey, Paimon is not in attendance!
Might as well be.
You misunderstand. These two are dear friends.
You're too kind.
He's so sweet.
We don't wish to impose. We'll just wander around in the general area. Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let us know once Lady Hiragi is available.
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is a joyful occasion, and all the other clans who serve the Hiragi clan are most delighted for them indeed.
Also,
We're merely doing
dude,
the best we can to
what
make
is-
this wedding as grand an affair as possible.
you guys see her cleaning that window? She was just wiping it with her hand. It's not cleaning it.
When the time comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the general public to attend.
That sounds splendid. We'll leave you to it.
Take care, Commissioner.
You have to scream. I'm right here, man.
Like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Hence why I dislike small talk. Our timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over where we can pass the time. The owner always manages to come up with novel ideas. I'm one of his
funny.
regular customers.
She said they said a lot and said nothing at the same time. All right, let's kill some time. Tomoki.
Ah, it's you. Good to see you again. Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
You know.
Oh?
Got connections.
So you know the owner as well?
Yep, we tried his dongle milk a while back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait. I got the book right here. How to dongo milk. It teaches you how to dongo milk.
Ah, I see. So you were involved in that.
Changing of her
This
heart.
dongo milk, but I didn't know that it had anything to do with you two.
She did like order a couple hundred of them to be ordered from what I remember. It was a twist of fate. It was unexpected, that's for sure.
I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. The flavor is always new and interesting.
He's always
When I
combining
noticed
weird
he'd set up
stuff.
shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to
That's
take
awesome.
off. More and more people are willing to give my creative cuisine a shot. It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm going to stick to creative cuisine from now on. On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creations. On the other hand, I wanted my customers to experience the joy of being creative too.
That's so awesome. We can help
So
him
I
out.
gave it a lot of thought and finally came up with an all-new business concept.
Something
Sounds
new.
interesting. What is it this time?
It's gonna be something so
I decided
random.
to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose whatever they want to mix with their milk or tea. As well as Dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sunsettia.
Do they
So I can like
really go
make your
with
own
milk?
kind of deal.
Hard to imagine, but who knows? It could be delicious.
What doesn't go with
What
milk?
if I were to
Let's be
choose some
real.
ingredients you don't have here? Would that be okay?
Well, I guess so. Any novel ideas you have, Commissioner, please feel free to tell me. I'll go buy the ingredients right away. The whole idea was
Is
to
he
let
gonna
my customers
wait?
express
Is this
their
gonna be the
creativity
bubble
freely.
tea thing?
So of course, I shouldn't place restrictions on the ingredients if I can help it.
Excellent.
Because I see those
There are a few
emotes.
things I'd like to try. Lavender melon, seagrass, and sea Ganoderma.
Ganoderma.
What? You want to mix those with milk?
I do indeed. Why? What's
You
wrong?
judging me, Paimon?
You really think that's gonna turn out tasting good?
Paimon, what the
It's
heck,
all
man?
about the experience. The taste is secondary. It's great to try new things. Traveler, any thoughts?
I mean, whatever floats your boat, man. Let's go with Dongo, sea Ganoderma, seagrass, lavender's melon. I like the lavender melon idea.
Sounds like a risky choice. Are you sure? Well, okay. Paimon will have the same as you.
3 milks with lavender melon, please.
Let's go.
No problem. Give me a second, and I'll have them ready in just a moment.
After a short while, the creative milk is finally ready.
Here, your milk is ready. Give it a try.
All right, we got milk.
Yep, just as Paimon suspected. Raw lavender melon does not taste good.
Come on, you're just being
I think it
picky.
tastes all right. It makes me feel in touch with Mother Nature.
Your review seems
It's so
pretty
copium.
positive, but Paimon still thinks there are better combinations.
Taste is your key concern, yes?
Obviously, tasty food and drinks are some of life's most important pursuits.
And money.
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man.
Dang, bro said I'm going through it. In other words, you have too many other things to worry about.
Yes.
This is way more simple to
No
him.
one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To
just
create
food.
some mental breathing room, I try not to overthink
What's this
the less
kid doing
critical
over here?
matters. Having
Control
my
your
sister
child.
attend public events in my stead, and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great help, and allowed me to focus.
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there anything else to think about than what we're doing right now?
Gotta think bigger,
One or
Paimon.
two things. Let's continue this discussion somewhere else.
So the lavender melon was
I
not a
noticed
hit.
something before we left the Hiragi clan's residence.
You saw who she was meeting? You overheard those guys talking about something?
No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know their thoughts on the wedding, so I asked them about it. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi clan. But that's not the truth.
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the Tri-Commission. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan, but now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan.
Re-establish
If I
stability.
belonged to one of the assisting clans to the Hiragis, I would not be feeling optimistic about the future. But they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent people. I highly doubt it is because they simply do not realize.
Guess it's a bit strange, man. I feel like this is gonna end up with breaking my man's heart so hard.
I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders.
Fair.
But still,
But
the more I think back over that conversation, the more it doesn't sit right. Keep a close eye on them, Hisashi.
Yes, sir.
Where'd you come from? What the heck?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shumatsuba.
Is he like the Anbu?
He's been quietly watching out for us this whole time.
Merely doing my duty, sir.
Where'd you come from?
Keep a close watch on the clan representatives we met today.
Well received. I'm on the case.
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one more and deliver it to Toma.
As you wish, sir.
Doing errands as well. Spying and doing errands.
Oh no, poor Toma.
It wasn't that bad, guys. Open your mind.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded. She's waiting for you in the courtyard.
Okay, it's time to talk to her about this. She's probably been told to keep a straight face, but maybe we'll be able to crack through some info. Very suspicious activities today in Inazuma.
Hi, nice to see you again, Chisato.
It's been a while.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but I didn't know it was you two.
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi. How have you been faring?
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often that I have the chance to meet you, let alone here in the comfort of my own home.
She seems
I'm doing
starstruck.
very well indeed, thank you. You must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and congratulate Kamaji and I.
She seems
it really
fine.
means a lot.
But of course. The Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. It's clear that he's very much looking forward to the
He's
wedding.
ecstatic. Now tell me the story about it. See if we got the same story
Perhaps
lining
his
up.
joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself. I sincerely wish you a joyful wedding and a blissful marriage.
Thank you for your kind words.
Everything seems fine so far.
This was not an easy decision to make. We will both have to work harder from now on. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will stand as one and face whatever the future throws at us, together.
Relationships!
Sounds like things are pretty tough for you, Chisato.
Yes.
To
be honest,
there it is.
I'm still a little nervous about it all. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have comforted me a lot.
What has he promised you?
It sounds like you have some considerable reservations, Lady Hiragi.
Yes.
Buckle in.
Well, there are so many things I need to consider. In case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was in fact meeting with one of the Kanjo Commission's officers, Shinojo.
Oh, really? Him?
Then why did they lie to us about who she was entertaining then?
And said that he had something very important to tell me. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he doesn't want me to marry Kamaji.
He actually went there and he said it.
He has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. I was quite
He was trying to
shocked
call
see
it
him
off.
so agitated. But despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He thinks that now is a bad time for this
Yeah, we
wedding
talked
to
about that
happen.
earlier.
He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan, that pillar is taken away. There will no longer be a voice of authority in the Hiragi clan. And it could be a disastrous move for my personal image, too.
What do we do here then?
Two families becoming one
Well,
big
not
family,
exactly.
though,
It's
right?
like
What's the big deal?
really important families.
Traditionally, in Inazuma, clan affiliation influences every facet
Yeah.
of life. After the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude toward you may undergo some significant changes thereafter.
Because you're no longer that head of it any
Precisely.
longer.
This is a
No.
terrible thing to be saying, but
No, don't break my man's heart.
I'm starting to have second thoughts.
He's such a wholesome guy.
Maybe I went along with it all too easily. Maybe I allowed myself to be pushed
She's
into
doubting
this.
now. She's gonna doubt later.
I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm making my guests listen to me complaining.
She's venting.
No problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now that I've heard your concerns, I should offer to help you as best I can.
Yeah.
For instance, by helping you gather your thoughts on the matter. Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was prompted by a letter he received from you. But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being coy. Oh, dear.
You went
Perhaps
straight
I
out
should
and
have kept
said
that
it.
part to
You
myself.
just said it.
What?
What?
But that was...
What?
It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it? It was clearly purpose designed, what with all the fancy lettering and so on.
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may not have chosen this moment to be wed?
The letter was from a third party.
When it comes down to it, yes, I think so.
Getting married because of a letter.
Oh, do you mean to say that this letter is not what I thought it to be?
No,
Sir
he thought you
Kujo
wrote it.
maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh? But then... How did...
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. In that sense, you could say that the origin of the letter is ultimately not of great importance.
Well...
Who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy.
That's a lot of information to drop on
he had
somebody.
no particular reason to be forthcoming with us about the details of his playful proposal.
Now, he was pretty clear with us, man. He was pretty darn clear.
I understand. As you say, ultimately, the origin of the letter doesn't matter.
No, that's me. I'm investigating
My
this.
position does matter. Kamaji and I thought that we needn't worry about
Such a beautiful
anything that
background.
lies ahead, because we can face it all together. But now, I think I should give it some more thought.
I think that's mature. I think that's a responsible way of
Marriage
looking
is
at
the
it.
most important decision of your life. Don't let yourself regret it. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times. I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan. Please, do not be compelled by circumstances
you
to
wanna
make
do.
any decision that goes against your will. To be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my earnest wish that both of you may enjoy a bright and beautiful future, not a bittersweet one.
Not one with
I'll
resentment in
take
it.
to heart every word you have said to me. I can't thank you enough, Sir Kamisato. I'll think very carefully about your advice.
They do this voice
All that
acting very
matters is
well.
that you follow your heart.
Especially like the
Since you'll
breaks.
be needing some
the
time to think
inflection.
things over, we will excuse ourselves now.
Oh, wait. Let me see you out.
Thank you, Lady Hiragi, but there will be no need.
We'll find the front door. We could exit from any of these
Traveler,
poles right here.
Let's find somewhere to talk.
Traveler just sitting here mute, not saying anything. What you thinking, man?
Hiragi Chisato
Tell me what's
is
on your mind.
a totally different page than Kujo Kamaji. Hayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told her what you
Well,
do
then
in
he's
her
the
position?
one that's responsible.
I'm pretty sure you have an idea.
He
I've
can't
said
take
everything
that.
I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance.
That's not right.
Interfering too much with other commission's domestic issues will only create trouble. The more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato has yet to see it. We must be vigilant.
Strange? In what way?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as
How
possible.
does she not put that together?
If my guess is right. It is
Yeah.
someone from within the Kanjo Commission.
To knock down
This
the pillar
person
of
is
the other
presumably
family.
also responsible for the mysterious and misleading letter.
Yep.
Think about
Merge them
this.
into one.
A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the supporting clans ostensibly have no concern at all. It doesn't add up. When someone's words and
Weird.
actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior.
So is someone trying to get her into trouble? So is someone coveting her position?
Yes. It's a smart strategy. Far superior to the one adopted by the Tenryou Commission's Takatsukasa clan.
He says that
Even
word
had the
so
forged
well.
letter failed and been seen for what it was,
Satisfied
there
my
would have been no
brain.
repercussions. They could simply have
Takatsukasa.
explained it away as a misguided but well-meaning matchmaking attempt by a member of the family. But if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan without ever having to lift a finger against them.
Just because of
All under the guise of
marriage.
simply encouraging a wedding.
Because they're
Hiragi
gonna have...
Chisato having married into the Kujo clan and the
You
head
know?
of the Hiragi clan in prison. Challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks of the Kanjo Commission. Eventually, another clan would take the Hiragi clan's place.
Fortunately, there's no evidence or visible theory, but it's just a theory. You're on the right track.
Actually, we have evidence. His name is Shinojo.
Ah, bring him in, interrogate.
He should be back by now.
Yes, sir.
Oh! Stop coming like that!
That's the second time you've done that. I'm on
Announce yourself.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
As I expected.
Or he's a mega
They cannot afford to
Anbu.
let this opportunity pass them by. They have to act now while the Hiragi clan is at its weakest. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, and the wedding was sure to go ahead. But after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have second thoughts. In their eyes, Officer Shinojo has interfered with their plan.
We gotta figure out what he
Why did
knows.
they suspect him and not us?
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time. That's why I was a little reserved.
He could feel it.
No way. Whew. Lucky Paimon didn't say anything stupid.
Pama just reveals everything
That's what you meant about the
right
letter,
then and
right?
there.
I think so. But whoever is behind this
Yeah,
will
so your
not allow
clan's
their
gonna
plan
fall.
to fail now. They will not be inclined to respect Hiragi Chisato's own wishes. Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated, treated like a pawn, with even her marriage becoming a battleground for political power play.
Man, everybody in
Despite
Unison
all
was
of
so
this,
messed up.
She still believed that a happy future was awaiting her.
These
When she
families.
formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her
She
title
just wanted to be
as daughter
happy.
of the Hiragi clan, her position in the Kanjo Commission, and above all, her independence.
Huh. Marriage is such a trap.
We've got to stop her. We can't let this evil plan come to fruition. Bro, I love how the Traveler also is like at like the same stance as Paimon here on this. He's like, yes, it is. Amen, brother.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows, letting unsuspecting pawns do their work. This is what makes their approach so smart. We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding from happening, we will become the villains of the story and face immense
And
public
no
backlash.
one would suspect a single thing on the actual perpetrator.
At this stage, if the perpetrators wish to
Perpetrator.
maintain control over the situation, their only option is to come out from the shadows and bare their fangs. I will wait for that moment to arrive.
Then we'll strike.
But first things first, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing wrong and does not deserve to be punished. Tell me where Shinojo is. We'll head off right now.
Okay, save my boy.
What are you doing? Release Shinojo this instant!
Stop this at once.
Paimon pulls up to the county jail. Let him go!
It's the Yashiro Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our master. No one else.
These dudes better
Really?
die.
Then please, excuse
Oh! You tell me I get to play with him, right? Do I get to trial him? Yes! I've never played with him before.
Soldiers, quick!
Oh! It's so cool. No! No! I want to build up his ult. How do I use this? It's so fast!
me. Mind the deluge. Cascade.
It's so quick! Wait, I love that.
Let's go. We must report to Master right away.
Hey, get back here!
No need
what are
to
you gonna
follow
do?
them.
What are you gonna do, man?
We need bait to catch the fish anyway. Leave them be. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shinojo first. But in all the chaos, It must have been kicked
Can we
to
just
one
break it
side.
open? Doesn't seem that sturdy.
Where did it end up?
What the? It's a tanuki? Oh, don't tell Paimon that the tanuki took it.
Let's follow it and see.
The Tanuki took the key. Bro, I am more than certain after we just blew those guys to smithereens that we could break this little... What is this? You're telling me I can't open this? We could easily... He could break that.
Oh, thank the gods you're here. Please help me.
Bro, I'm convinced Paimon could get in and out of that. If we put some butter on you, maybe you could too, man. Come on out from your 2x4.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
it was
bud.
terrifying. They said they were gonna throw the cage into the sea with me still inside.
You'd be fine.
You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme.
No.
Someone's trying to use the wedding for their own ends.
Calm down, Shinojo. It's okay. We know about all that.
Huh?
No
Our
way.
suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, everything is unfolding rather as we expected. Those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is imminent. We must devise sufficient countermeasures.
Yashiro Commissioner, you're
We
personally
gotta
going
think
to take
one
action?
step ahead.
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the stability of all Inazuma is at stake.
It's gonna crumble.
My hitherto neutral stance ends now.
Dang.
The almighty Shogun has
Assertive
always
voice.
despised these pathetic power games. As a commissioner, I am a servant of the Shogun, and it is therefore my duty to handle these tiresome matters on her behalf.
He means business when he means business.
Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Find somewhere safe and stay hidden.
Just like that mole rat.
Paimon, let's get out of here.
Are we gonna go deal with him head on now? A short while after leaving. Uh-oh.
If it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner. I
You
hear
really want the
showed
smoke?
up here with no explanation and attacked my men.
Do you really want the smoke?
You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission?
Nope.
Now would you?
Nope.
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. As a responsible official of Inazuma, I could not in good conscience stand idly by. Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law does not grant you the right to abuse him.
Yeah, that's right.
Abuse? Nonsense. I was just teaching him a lesson.
In a cage.
Out of nowhere, a low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd and insulting nonsense one can imagine. A truly egregious loss of decorum.
So you put him in a cage in the bottom of a mountain?
The poor lady was terrified.
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions? Because otherwise, why would you describe it as out
put him
of
in jail?
nowhere?
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical disaster story around it. How should I know what he was thinking? Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan and the most distinguished member of the Konjo Commission. We are, and always will be, her loyal assistants. It's our duty to see that she never has to worry about anything. Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this guard show no regard for either, he went out of his way to upset our lady. How could one do such a
True.
thing?
We should have thrown him in the sea.
Even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity. I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such noble standing as yourself rushing to his defense.
You're only saying that because you have guards behind you.
This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
He's not that good. He's a slime ball, but he's also difficult to argue against. No, I think there is perfect things to argue against. What do you mean he's difficult? You put a man in a cage at the bottom of a mountain. Thought he was gonna die. That's not appropriate. Just at least ask the dude why he did it.
Funny.
I have a good
I'm suddenly
rebuttal.
reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. There's not been a dull moment since I took up my post in the Yashiro Commission. Every day I've been exposed to new and fascinating things. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, that you can tie 2 knots in the portion of it that extends out of its beak. I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these unusual avians.
Keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually cut its tongue off and throw it out of the window.
Bro.
The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say, but don't be deceived as it chirps away, lest the song it sings lead you astray.
Bars.
I say, Yashiro Commissioner, are you here simply to mock the Kanjo Commission?
I'm here to
Far
save
from
her.
it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honorable individuals, upright and forthright, conscientious and loyal. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering. All as part of a plan to remove Lady Hiragi from her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Yashiro Commissioner, please don't make accusations without any evidence.
And
the
before.
evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a credible witness who can confirm you were quick to try and make him disappear as soon as he said something that you did not like.
Case closed.
I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented by someone with less of a sense of loyalty than even an ordinary servant.
He's gonna sock him in the
studied
face.
hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes. I'm not sure whether it's because you're smart enough to play the system, or too foolish to know any
He's so
better.
well spoken.
Your years of service
So
to the
well
show,
versed in this
not only have you managed to
attack
gain
on
nothing
him.
good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest. And now you have ruined your once bright future.
It's like the ultimate call
I'm not
out.
angry, Mr. Matsura. I just feel sorry for
You didn't hit him with the I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Is that right? Then tell me, if you're so bright, what exactly do you think you can do to me?
Put you in jail.
This is at most a Kanjo Commission issue. We'll handle this amongst ourselves. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds.
You're getting really
Yashiro
close.
Commissioner. If you seek to involve yourself in other clans' affairs, might I be so bold then as to question your motives in doing so? I think you are
Breath
simply
stink.
opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tenryo Commission, because the new balance of power in the Tri-Commission would be a threat to you personally. So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
Bro, we have the proof right here. This man
So,
that you just
that's how
put in
you
a cage.
Well, I have to admit, you clearly are far more talented than I at monitoring the power balance within the Tri-Commission.
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen, and nothing is going to change that.
I'm gonna pull a Taylor
The
Swift.
notices have already been sent out.
I'm gonna go into the
All
aisle
Inazuma City
and
knows
object.
about it now. Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. But you can bet it's all anybody's talking about now. Once the notices go out, that's it. The wedding is
We
a
gotta
sure
stop the
thing,
notices.
even if it hasn't happened just yet.
I see. It seems like I was wrong.
So suddenly we see eye to eye.
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most. But it seems that I was gravely mistaken.
I knew he was about to hit him with a
Misato
one-liner.
Ayato.
That hit.
How dare you!
You've made your move. Now, I suppose it's time I made mine.
Let's go.
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryo Commission together? Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes marginalized as a consequence of this union? Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you. That will be all for now. If you would excuse me.
That little
I shall take
smile.
my leave.
Look at the little smile in his face. That's that smug look. Like he won.
What was all that? Paimon didn't follow at all.
They
There's
had
a lot
their scheme,
happening.
But fortunately, I was prepared. As I said, they ended up coming out from the shadows and revealing themselves.
Always comes the
Let's
light.
see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through the details of my plan.
So he's got a plan to stop this. Now, I feel like that's the one thing I love about him so much is that he's thinking about the next step before I even was done with the first step. He's already thought of a way we can stop this. He's so intelligent of a character. What's on the bulletin board, boys?
Look at this.
Oh, no.
The daughter of the
Oh,
Kanjo Commission's
no.
Hiragi clan and the master of the Tenryou
Fake
Commission's
news!
Kujo clan
It's not true!
are getting married.
Fake news!
Sounds like an all-around perfect match, don't you think?
For sure. I'm just surprised. It seems very sudden. I hadn't heard a single word about it until now.
Good luck to them, I say.
They
I'm
barely
sure
heard
it
about
must
it till
have been a
now.
hard decision.
Looks like the wedding
Well,
is definitely going ahead.
They already heard about it. Whatever
It's
Isaac's
still
got
too early
planned.
to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game. But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help.
He's got to be
us.
willing to call. He's got to be willing to call off his own wedding to someone he really probably wants.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced.
Yep. Yeah, about
It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Good. Good.
About
Keep that energy.
It's kind of complicated.
Briefly explain the situation to Kujo Kamaji.
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of our marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But we must
Yeah.
take Lady Hiragi's situation into consideration.
It's tough for
I've
her.
previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised her that I'll do everything in my power to protect her.
Buddy.
I understand where you're coming
Buddy.
from, but to be frank, she should not need your protection. Or, to
He's
put
not
it
gonna
another
like
way,
this.
you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that, deep down, you realize all she stands to lose.
Is he gonna do the right thing? He seems like the guy to do the
I
right
don't mean
thing.
to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so emotionally
Because he's
involved in
been
the situation.
good in the past before.
I'm sure you
about
admire
thinking
Lady
clearly.
Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient, and strong-willed person she is.
I think he'll do the right
For
thing.
the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest of her life.
True.
Are you really okay with that?
Taking that away from her.
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy.
Do
That's
the
why
right
I
thing.
cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro Commissioner, you're right.
Oh!
It was naive
Oh, he
and
is
selfish of me
going
to
with
take
us.
things this far.
I thought he was about to backtrack, but no, he's on board.
But it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices everywhere.
We could say it was a typo.
I have a plan, but it needs a villain.
What?
Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. But it is not without its risks. Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. On the contrary, it's a terrible idea that will marginalize the Kanjo Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi
Bring down the clan.
And the key to their success is coming up against no resistance to the marriage from the Tenryou Commission. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a move against the weakened Kanjo Commission? The
Okay.
only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi's feelings. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo Commission as soon as possible. Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission, you no longer have any reason to hesitate.
I see.
Bro.
This is an ingenious plan.
He
It
thought
takes
about that on
advantage
the
of
way
situation
over?
perfectly.
This will make her completely indispensable.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden
To an indispensable asset.
indispensable asset.
Genius.
By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission.
So he's helping
Once our
both sides
adversaries
win.
realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really looks, they'll do their utmost to stop this wedding from happening. Then, we simply leave them to clear up the mess they've created.
It's their problem.
Got it.
They can deal with it. I have no role in this.
So the network of connections.
I know it's a lot of words, Paimon.
This is all way too complicated for Paimon. Can you just tell us what you need us to do?
Oh, man.
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our dear friends in the Kanjo
Dear
Commission.
friends, the pause.
Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst.
Yeah.
No doubt he'll be
Peeing
on the
his
lookout for
pants.
the first sign of a crisis. In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What we need to do is to use these informants as a breeding ground for our fake intel. Sir Kujo, there are certain things that I need you to attend to personally.
We always love to spread some misinformation, boys.
It's almost time.
My ninja.
My ninja has located one of the informants.
My casually.
See if he'll take the
My
bait.
personal ninja. Go and observe the Kanjo Commission's informant. All right, let's go spread some misinformation, baby.
That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful not to get seen.
I love in this game how close you are to people when you're talking about them. It's like you're right here, like, all right, Paimon, he's close. Don't let him hear you though. Okie dokie. No! Oh, bro, why did he turn like that? Oh my god, why did he turn so fast?
Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Can I get closer?
Related to the wedding announcement?
No! Sorry!
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
This cat. Oh, no. I'm just the cat owner. That's all I am. Won't know if I walk like this. He's too far! What do you mean he's too far? What?
He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye.
5 minutes later.
Did you see that?
I'm justice.
Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Seems like he's noticed us.
1 eternity later.
Oh, I'll just hide behind this guy's butt.
The Tenryo Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious.
Probably.
The news is spreading fast.
Shut up.
But it appears Master's fears may be well placed.
I'm coming after you.
There's no
You
way
don't
they
know.
sent this many people just to escort
No
the
matter how
bride.
far you go, I'm only getting
I have
closer.
to investigate.
I'm coming. Stop. Stop.
As
Stop.
expected.
I'm rolling.
Let's follow him.
Okay, I did good.
It's like the whole Tenryo Commission is here.
Excuse me, has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting to see this place so heavily guarded.
Ah, please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the
Businessman.
wedding of Sir Kujo Kamaji and Lady Hiragi Chisato will take place any day now. Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time and have her live in Inazuma City during the run-up to the wedding.
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us either. You'll see more Tenryo Commission members as you go further along.
So
We're
now I
all
gotta
here for
avoid
the same duty.
guards? Am I gonna have to avoid guards too?
Isn't this a little excessive?
Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard and wants to treat her with the utmost respect from beginning to end.
I understand. Sorry to disturb your work.
I'll be on my way. I see.
Drat. It's exactly as Master feared. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. But we're in no state to defend against a Tenryo Commission attack.
Gotta
I
play
must
smart.
tell Master right away.
Runs off.
Again.
We gotta chase out the room. Now you realize how serious the situation is.
That should do it. The seeds have been sown.
Seed.
In this atmosphere, mounting suspicion will nurture fear among the Kanjo Commission.
Oops.
Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the storm is always the part that unsettles people the most.
Are they really gonna own up and apologize just like that?
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple of days. I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending any more
Miles taken
time
care
on this
of,
situation.
just like that.
In any case, we've made our move. It's only a matter of time before they give up and surrender.
But what if they don't? What if they don't?
This is not my first time.
You've ruined other
Well then,
marriages?
Goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in
How many
Hiragi
homes
Chisato's
have
best
you
interests.
wrecked? Okay, bye.
He left kind of abruptly.
That's kind of fast how that
Is
ended.
really gonna turn out like he predicted?
Still a little worried about her.
Paimon too.
Okay.
Let's go to Rito again in 2 days.
Shoot, man, we gotta sit by for 2 days. All right, boys, I'm gonna take a nap real quick. Hold on. Scaramouche out.
These people from the Tenryou Commission have been here for days now.
Causing so much
I guess
unrest.
they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi. But why would it be taking so long?
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. A crowd this size comes to Rito? Who knows what they could
Lots
be
of
planning.
fear.
Shh, stay quiet. Someone might hear you.
As I'm standing right behind him.
Sorry. How did things get to
right
this point?
behind this, bro. So obviously we got one person who's distressed. I'm sure the other two are gonna be as well.
Hello.
Hey,
How may I help?
What are you doing? Why is there such a strong Tenryou Commission presence here?
We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi to Inazuma City.
But
Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to
Excuses.
receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse to delay things.
They're freaking out.
Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us.
Everyone is scared. That's the best line. Everyone is scared.
We apologize. It was not our intention to stay here so long. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's
They don't
lives.
seem to be doing anything
We can only
wrong.
hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start to cooperate soon. If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir Kujo might give us orders to be less accommodating.
Oh, right. You were very comforting at first, and then you started talking like that.
How much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things and is suspicious of everything.
Like somebody ticked
He's
him
been
off a
yelling at me
little bit,
lot.
huh?
I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do? I've told him before, never cross the Yashiro Commissioner.
Yeah, good advice. With him, you just
This guy
know
looks
that
like
whatever he's
Yajirobe
doing, a lot of preparation
Dragon
has
Ball.
gone into it. If Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the Tenryou Commission do? And what will the Yashiro Commission do?
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with Lady Hiragi.
So that's everybody in uproar. I mean, we can see down from the guards to the people. This is unrest in the city.
By now, the
Unrest.
Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks?
Nobody's considering her in this situation.
Let's go and see.
Also, when do I get to see him drinking bubble tea?
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there. What on earth is
Everybody's in
Don't worry, we can
uproar,
explain
man.
everything.
Unrest.
So, what happened was...
Hold on. Someone might be eavesdropping. True, because there's ninjas everywhere. You make sure that no one's eavesdropping before explaining the whole situation.
After the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed.
She's
They
like,
keep having secretive
we're good.
discussions and won't allow me to have any direct contact with the Tenryou Commission. I never would have thought that
His plan worked.
this was Sir Kamisato's plan. Now it all makes sense.
Have you made up your mind?
I'm sorry. I haven't.
She still
Maybe
does
there's
have a
no
little
right
love
or
for
wrong
him.
decision. Maybe everything would be easier if I simply didn't have the choice. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. But once I saw the notices appearing out of nowhere on the streets, signaling that the wedding was confirmed, I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I felt a great sense of regret. I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future.
Can't rush into it, man.
But what if it's not?
I mean, there's many problems and doubts. We're not even there yet. We're not even married yet. And this is gonna create so much regret when you are married. You're gonna think back to the decision you made wrong. So if that's even an opportunity, don't take that. Don't take that opportunity. You can't rush into
I
this.
can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should absolutely refuse to go through with it. But that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also, now that things have escalated to this point, it will be tricky to resolve.
Ah, Lady
Especially for your
Haragi,
clan.
here you are. You scared me for a second. I thought you'd gone missing.
This geezer. Hey, buddy.
You. Wait, you're the ones who were with the Yashiro Commissioner that day.
Nope.
What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Haragi to leave?
Just saying, hey.
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Yeah.
Friends? Are you sure? Just friends? Lady Haragi, I told you already, these are exceptional circumstances. You need to be more vigilant in everything you do. You are extremely important to us, and to the entire Kanjo Commission. Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
It's crazy.
Trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
Dang, you're acting like a far less dignified than when we last met.
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat.
He was threatened by the man with the blue hair. You won't even follow Lady Hiri's orders now.
Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. Her arrival might well be your very last chance to fix this. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to control it. If this deadlock continues any longer, we will have nothing to gain and much to lose. This is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation and take responsibility for the
Will he have the
situation.
balls to do it, though? He's not gonna have the balls.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss with the others right away.
We're gonna try to find some copium way out of this. Some way to divert blame. He's gonna blame his cohorts. She like actually stood up to him there, though.
I was so nervous. But I thought
That's like a
things are now
leadership
so
thing.
critical that I should at least give it a try. And it worked remarkably well.
Consider this. You know, the whole situation is worrying about her leaving that position, or him worrying about her staying in that position, him wanting to protect her, her worrying about being able to complete the role, but also understanding that she has a role to fulfill. But the question of not having the authority voice is what's up in the air for her. But I think she's finding her voice in this situation. So now at the end of it all, she'd be like, hey, I'm fit to do this. I can handle my own. My boyfriend doesn't have to worry about me. I'm good to go. I got a voice.
Yes, well, let's wait and see what happens. I hope they provide a satisfactory response.
Maybe they will cave. A while later, he comes back with his tail between his
We've had
legs.
a serious discussion and reflected on our mistakes.
Wait!
In all honesty,
wait!
No one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is besides themselves with worry. It'll drive us mad if it continues any longer.
He's admitting he's wrong.
I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous.
Duplicitous?
I was selfish and ignored the greater good. And then I left the situation to fester. Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Kanjo Commission another chance.
You talking to me? I'm not the guy. I gotta talk to Mr. Toes.
I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryo Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly and beseech him to help us with the utmost sincerity.
Nah.
Lady Haragi, might I ask
Look
you to
who's
join
dragging
us?
in.
You are the most important person. Without you, we have no other way.
Looking for a way out. I bet he's gonna. Ayato's gonna be sitting there like, well. Kind of funny how you need some help to get out of this now, huh? Dude,
By the
Yariko,
way,
thanks again for another gifted.
Aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me.
He is submitted. Get on your knees. Beg for mercy.
Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied Rito, refusing to leave until we hand Lady Haragi over to them. I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions. And I realize also that this must sound like the very height of absurdity.
Please have mercy.
Have mercy.
It's crazy how this switch up from the other day.
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk.
What do you want me to do?
Please, if you would be so kind, get straight to the point.
Not even phasing him.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly sorry. Everyone in the entire Kanjo Commission now realizes the gravity of this situation.
Yeah, after you got caught,
Lady Hiragi is
you forced into this.
We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more on our behalf?
He's like,
you make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. What do you plan to do about this?
Say it was a typo.
Tool's face for the Tri-Commission
Make
is to
a
bring
bigger
shame
story.
to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
Dear God.
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain the situation. We will make sure that the public knows this was all a huge misunderstanding.
It was all a big mistake.
We can to minimize the impact. Everything we can.
Master Matsura, you should have known it would come to this. Whatever were you thinking?
Thought he would get away with it too,
But
man.
The Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this present moment. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi and the inhabitants of Rito are innocent. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation.
Gotta protect that at all
Try
costs.
keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean.
Songbirds.
Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to. But they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop.
Hey, he's so
and as for
poetic.
the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it
Cut the
doesn't take a
tongue out.
moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
Yes, I understand.
I
I've
love
listened to your
this.
concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I can't guarantee that he will change his mind.
This
I
is so
understand.
satisfying.
Thank you for your help, Yashiro Commissioner.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a sizable mess to deal with back in the Kanjo Commission.
It's gonna take him forever to make right on this.
Then please excuse me. Thank you once again, Commissioner.
Daddy. Yeah, make sure you call me by my title. I just spared you, brother. I'm helping you out.
Yes, Lady Hiragi, I have something to tell you. Would you mind?
Oh? Why, of course. Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different person just now.
He has that ability to
so
flip the
intense.
two. I mean, you'll notice,
Unruly
like,
servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. I did as I should.
you'll notice, like, every political figure in this region has that really good ability. So he can turn it on and mean business when he needs to.
But now, I'd like to take off my commissioner
And now
hat
you can go to the friendship
share
side.
a personal story with you.
Oh, please. I'd love to hear it.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago.
They've even
and
had their
restore our
issues.
reputation. The work took a toll on his health, and ultimately led to his untimely demise.
Rip, Dad.
My mother loved him dearly. She passed soon after. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Yashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very unstable. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens, hindering the ambitions of others. It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the
They've
truth
been
of
through
what the
this
Yashiro
a similar
Commission has
thing,
been
at
through.
least. Those above you creating issues for current generations.
Commission is now.
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in.
But now he's so
While I
favored.
desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear campaigns and attempts to exploit me. I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, And I also had a young sister to take care of. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one can ever be allowed to trample over my precious family.
Such a big heart for the situation.
I
He
persisted,
relates.
and the Kamisato clan was able to survive this storm.
And look at him now.
I now know where my sense of loss and confusion was coming from. Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me in a way that no one else did. That's why he couldn't bear to see me live the rest of my life depending on someone else. I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married.
Too young, too inexperienced.
It's because I felt too young and inexperienced to handle the situation facing me.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because
he's been through it already.
That's it.
He's taken the blow for his clan sins.
Now is the same one he faced back then. When his clan was
He's
in
more
crisis,
prepared.
he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty Shogun.
And I respected that man from that
It is
day.
time for me to make a stand and become my own person.
Well said.
Development.
I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let go and allow you to decide how you want to live the rest of your life.
Let's go, man.
It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary step in the pursuit of true happiness.
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. I'll think about marriage again after
Yeah,
everything
give you
is
some more
settled.
years, man.
This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about becoming a burden or dependent on someone else.
This is the play.
My best wishes
This is
to
the
both
best
of you
move.
were and remain heartfelt. When the time comes for the wedding to go ahead, I will come to congratulate you
Because at
once
some
more.
point in time they'll make it
Thank
happen,
you,
just
Sir
not
Kamisato.
today. It's too young.
I am grateful for
Too much to
everything
learn
you
still.
have shared with me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with back home.
Take care, Lady Hiragi.
Godspeed.
I'm confident that on your return, you will find your Kanjo Commission associates most receptive to your instruction.
Yes, in fact, my recent experience suggests the same. Thank you once again.
It's such a heartfelt expression between the two, because she feels much better knowing that someone relates to her position, not just with the guy she wants to be with, but this other noble family. She's really, I mean, she found her voice a while ago, I feel, but now she's really stepping into it. She has a lot in common with Kamaji. They really are a good match for each other.
It's off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no way out until you pulled that super smart strategy.
Hell, we out of thin air, too.
In fact,
quick thinking.
Counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess. Our rival this time was easy
we
to
started
deal
the quest with him playing
He was
chess.
smart, but short-sighted.
That's so good how they
and
tie that
sloppy
around.
in his execution. This outcome is entirely within my expectation.
He checkmated.
So, Paimon could never come up with a plan that cunning in a whole lifetime.
We know. We know.
Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that
Bro, I got
Chisato
something to
decided
say.
set the Hiragi clan straight.
Hear me out. What if Paimon's the ultimate foreshadower and she keeps saying stuff like that? What if she's coming up with the biggest plan of the game and it's nefarious? I'm just saying, there's been multiple instances where Paimon's like, wow, Paimon could never do something like that in her whole life. Evil plans.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble for myself.
It wasn't just for the sake of them. I mean, it helps the whole ecosystem. Speaking about your stance, you weren't in this just to help her. No.
Well, the fact is that I am first and foremost the Yashiro Commissioner.
Then a friend.
Perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters more than the stability of Inazuma. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato clan and the other Yashiro Commission clans have a peaceful existence. But human desire will always be a factor in the equation. This is not the first situation of its kind, nor will it be the last.
But we dealt with this
All
one
I have tried
bountifully.
to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. A balance of power leaving no room for maneuver achieves the same end.
Balance of power, mutual restraint.
Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think I did her a sizable favor in that regard.
Respect,
Dealing
too.
with the
She can-
Hiragi
if
clan
when
will be
future
much
things come
easier
up,
for her than navigating a new
they'll
and
approach it
unfamiliar
differently with her.
so many things at play over this one.
This is a lot of like convoluting things at
You
one
weren't
time.
trying to stop the wedding from the very beginning, were you?
I thought straight away it was bad
He had
timing.
reservations, he expressed.
Nevertheless, everything I said to Hiragi
From the
Chisato
first
was
moment.
entirely sincere. If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise for the rest of your life. I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what she was getting into.
Dang, it's deep.
Now, she has the chance to become her own person. Let's see who she becomes.
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and see.
Man, that was good. See you next time.
100 Corgo 100
Farewell,
Corgo
and
100
profuse thanks to you
Corgo
both.
100 Corgo 100.
I shall have to host you at the Kamisato estate when my sister is next available.
I want to be back with Ayaka too. Get the whole family together. Is there a part 2 to his story quest? And we dramatically walk away.
Looks like everything's resolved.
Toma!
Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of very peculiar tasting milk.
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic flavors.
Oh,
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure she's made a great impression on you.
The
She has on
Traveler did
everybody
indeed
here.
play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had she and her companion not been present. It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
We
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while discreetly performing your job to perfection.
Naturally.
Naturally.
Yes. Now that we're both free, let's finish off that game of chess we started a few days
Pick up in the same spot. Let's go. I got my money on Tomo winning though, honestly. I think he plays dirty in chess. That was a lot of fun. I really like to see Aita's character so deeply with his past experiences of being in a similar position as both of these people. And also just how stern he is on top of being a good friend. Those mixed together really well. And also playing as him was sick. Subscribe for more like this.